Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report.
Welcome to the Warden Report. I am so glad y'all are here. Right now, when you're watching this, we are on the road. So we are traveling from Memphis and on our way towards Columbus today. So excited. My lunch today, I'm having more of the halloumi fries. They're cheese fries, y'all. And then avocado, some of that chicken dip, and a sausage. I'm just going to say something. My work sister, she asked me, have I ever drank hint water? Let me know if any of y'all have had hint water. Like a hint, it's probably the same as the flavor is probably a hint, right? And I was like, no, I pretty much prefer plain water person. And she said I spelled loser wrong. Oh, kids these days. So, and I'm drinking, guess what? My plain water because that's what losers do. Y'all, I've got some leftover pizza and I added some pepperoni because we gotta use stuff up before we go, y'all, and some parm. And then if my dear husband is watching, if you're watching, honey, I want to see a comment from you below. But I am doing his trick where he puts a little cherry tomato in the avocado. So I'm sure it will be delicious because everything he does is. Tonight, so we at Trader Joe's, we got a stir-fry veggie mix. It was just the vegetables, no sauce. So that's perfect for us. Got that, and I mixed in some of that Aldi shaved beef. I made my own sort of teriyaki sauce. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff together. It tasted good. And mix that all together. Let the sauce kind of simmer for a bit. And then I topped it with some everything but the bagel seasoning and some Szechuan peppercorns. And oh yeah, underneath is our cauli fried rice. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous week. My week has been going pretty well. It's kind of same old, y'all. Just working and living, I guess. I have on here, I'll show y'all what I'm eating at my meals and just really the focus this week. I feel like I have a lot to do because we go on our trip. So I'm super excited about this, y'all. We if you're new here, we are doing a road trip meetup in Columbus, Ohio. Now the sign up is already closed. We're at our capacity, but it's been so much fun talking to Matreya and Sharon and just kind of ironing out like the Friday night feast and what we'll be doing at the actual meetup, which is Saturday, March the 8th. So I'm really excited. We're, really we're in single digits. So it goes by so fast. So anyways, last night Heath and I started packing. I want to know who packs way early and who's the night before. I think we're someone in the middle because like Heath yesterday during his lunch or break, he took out I hear the dog, sorry. He took out the luggages. So we have two huge black luggage pieces. These are hard cases. I've had them for two of them I've had longer than I've had Heath. Wow. But anyway, so two huge black ones. And then I have a carry-on size that's like in a turquoise. So he got all those out because we tend to leave a lot of duplicates, like, things that you're going to always need, like toothbrushes, toothpaste, basic hygiene type stuff. And trying to think, sub clothes and different things. We just keep it in the luggage until our next trip, right? Which I know it's been a while since we've actually had a trip where we needed these. So went through everything because we only want to bring one large suitcase and leave the others here. So we were going through, making sure everything was in one and picking out which ones I wanted, because the one large black suitcase I got, the has like little covers that go on it where you could put little stuff. Well, the older one I got had 3 sections to it. So it had left and right and then a bottom one on each side of the suitcase. The new one I got after Heath and I got married, it's just kind of 2 pockets and they're just open. Like the top one is just this big open space. I don't like it as much because, like, when I put in our toiletries, then they're just moving all over. And I guess I like a little more control. But anyways, so we're, deciding which one to bring and then getting everything packed. And he came in, he was like, wow, did you know you still have, like, undies and shit in there? Like, what are you going to do with it all? And I was like, well, I mean, that's usually intentional. So we went through, we consolidated, and then we started picking out what we're going to wear next week, or as I would say, my outfits for the week. So that was fun, just trying to make sure, you have to like count the days. Or how do y'all pack? This is how I do it. And we do have like where we packed for a cruise before. If you're interested in like how to pack for a cruise, we have that video. How I do it is I figure out, okay, how many days are we going to be gone? So how many outfits do I need? Now the first day doesn't count because obviously I'm not going to pack that because I got to wear it. And so I go through and figure, like, on this one, we're going to need 6 things packed. So 6 shirts, and then, like, what I also do, though, like, I'll do 6 shirts. I don't do as many bottoms because I wear, like, my pants and shorts multiple times before I wash them. And we will have access to washing machines, at least I'm sure we do. I don't know if they're free or not, but we'll at least have access to it. And then for undies, I always figure like the 6 plus a couple extra because you just never know. Now on this, I'm not as like, oh, we got to make sure we've got plenty because we're going to be somewhere here in the U.S., right? When you're on a cruise or something, it can be a little more difficult, or if you're traveling abroad, it's a little harder. But when you're here, it's like, well, if something happens and I need more underwear, there's probably a store I go to. Or, if we somehow just go through our shirts and we don't have any way to wash anything, there's probably a store, right? So doing all that, and so we were getting all that packed, and then he tried to, like, deciding on the first day, do we need to wear shorts or pants? Because we know it's going to get colder as we go north. And so then we had to look ahead at the weather, and we're like, okay, it's a high of 70. That's shorts weather for me. And Heath was like, yeah, but a low of, I think it was, 43. I said, yeah, but we're going to be meeting for lunch, so I'm going to be okay by then. That's usually the hottest part of the day. So doing that, and then figuring out, like mapping out our coordinates and everything. So got most of the suitcase packed. A couple other things he likes to bring are these mini fans, as he likes to have, not all hotels, most of them don't have a fan, so he likes that noise and to have like air blowing on him, even though we usually make the room as cold as freaking possible. Like, how are you when you go to a hotel? Now granted, if it's winter, right, it's snowing outside, then you're going to do the opposite. But like if we make the room, usually, it's warmer climate, so we make it really cold inside. Or if it is like really cold, then we might warm it up a little bit, but not too hot. Like we don't like to sweat. So we like to do that. What do y'all do when you get in there? I think for me, it's kind of like, ooh, like I'm not going to have to pay this electric bill. So if it goes on the whole time at the coldest setting, I'm okay with that. So, so I do that and, just trying to, finalize, like going over our whole itinerary again, just double checking. Like I noticed last night in Memphis, the place I had picked out for wings is like a 30-minute drive from our hotel. And it's a drive, what I would say, kind of like, or it's east of our hotel. So then we'd have to go back to the hotel and then leave the next. I don't know. It's just me. But I was like, that seems really far. I mean, it's Memphis. There's tons of places to eat. Surely we could find somewhere closer. And Heath was like, well, I don't even care if we just ate at the hotel. But I checked. The hotel only has the breakfast food in the morning, but nothing like an actual restaurant inside. And the hotel I picked out is in their medical center. So there are some things, but I'm still looking. I'll probably try to look later tonight and try to figure out, okay, there's got to be somewhere where we don't need to drive 30 minutes to get to this restaurant, especially after driving all day. Heath is like, well, it's just 30 minutes. I'm like, but it technically is an hour because that's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back after driving for all day. Like, I'm not going to feel like that. Like, I'm almost to the point where I wouldn't mind if we can like order food and just have it delivered to the hotel. Like just do Uber Eats right there and have it delivered. It's probably not the best experience, but I don't know. Well, by this point, we've already done it. So you'll see next week what we ended up doing. So with that said, on the trip, I'm definitely going to include some stuff in the Warden Report, and we're also going to try to do like a travel vlog as well. So 2 separate types of videos. So I will let you go and talk to you again in a bit. Here's just an update on my rosemary bush. She did well, thanks to Terry. I followed her instructions when we had that freeze. Brought her in, gave her food. She's doing really well, y'all. I think she's come a long way. She's doing great. She loves this location and everything. I'm going to show you my grocery trip for basically the road or, the next couple of days. So one thing is Evelyn, I believe, is it Evelyn? Melissa? One of you told me about the orange, I think it was Evelyn, about the orange Zevia with the heavy cream. So I had to get a pack of that. And I'm sorry if I said the wrong person. And I learned last night, cherry cola is apparently Heath's favorite. So I got him a 6-pack of that for us to take on the road trip. So let's start off with some road trip yummies. So some kombucha. I feel like we're probably going to bring 1, maybe 2 of these. So I got Heath his pineapple, and then look, a watermelon. And then, of course, I got my lemonade and a cranberry cinnamon. Other road trip goodies. Now, I got this. I know y'all, some of you probably are like, oh my God, Shelly. But it is good to have in the morning sometimes or after lunch. So I did get those. This is what I get for Heath at Aldi because he doesn't like plain water. Now, it is made with stevia, but they're like $1.69. There's the ingredients. Pause if you want to watch. So he really likes these, and they're so convenient. $1.69. It lasts pretty good time. I know he gets multiple restaurant use out of it. So that's good, when you figure how much tea is nowadays or any soda. We just order water. That's a big savings. And then he puts this in his water. So that's great to take on a road trip or just to carry in your car. And these are the coffee bombs I have mentioned before. Now, of course, you can add to tea as well or milk. But it's Ladybird Provisions coffee bombs. Now, my HB has 3 flavors. One is just pure focus, which is just MCT and butter. That's it. Then they have a cacao one, but the cacao does have maple syrup. So it'll still be stamped keto because it's like 2 carbs for each puck here. And I only use 1 puck. But just be, I never get it because it's got sugar in it. But I get this one, the vanilla cinnamon. Let me show you the ingredients. Here's how you drop it in. Usually what I do, like if I'm at the hotel, I put it in first and then pour the coffee over it because then that helps melt it faster, I feel. And then I bring my little Zule frother and just blend it up with that. Now I have before where I didn't bring my frother, I would just use a fork and kind of whisk it with a fork. But there's the ingredients. So I like cinnamon, and they do say to keep these refrigerated. I will tell you, I have been on a road trip before where it wasn't, and they will melt, at room temperature. So we usually bring a cooler with us, and then that helps. And there's 6 in here. This was 7 something. So that'll be for most of the days. And I just find it's really good in the morning. So yeah, that's our road trip edition. The other things I got today, avocado for me. I got a couple more salad mixes for tonight and the next couple days. And then I saw this at HEB, y'all. Whipped, dipped, soft spreadable cheese. I thought it sounded good. It was a new item. The ingredients look pretty clean. And so, oh yeah, and the total carbs 1 for 2 tablespoons. So I thought, ooh, I might have that. And then at Aldi, got some jalapenos to use up. Mushrooms were on sale. We'll definitely use them the next 2 days. And then instead of trying to get a whole bunch of avocados and hope to use them up, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy these little guacamole tubs. And they also have just regular, if you're not into spicy, they do have a regular one. But you get 6 and it was like $4. And I thought, well, that'll just be perfect for the next couple of days. We can eat these up. And even if we have a couple extra, we can just put them in the cooler as well. And Kroger, every month I get a Kroger Best Customer coupon. And for the last several months, it's been for a free dozen eggs, which, now that's like really valuable. But anyways, and it's up to an extra large. So duh, of course I'm getting extra large. So that was free at Kroger. And I had to use it because that is my February coupon and it expires March 9th. But the eggs are good till April. So we're good. Put them in the fridge and they'll be fine when we get home. And the other thing on sale at Kroger this week was their weekly digital butter. A pound of butter for $2.99. So I got 4 pounds. Plus I had a 70-cent off coupon. So my 4 pounds of butter and my eggs, less than $12 at Kroger today. Steal. Hey, y'all. So, I've had a couple bites of that Castillo whipped dip, the garlic and herb. Ooh, you better love garlic. That's all I'm going to say. It's garlic. That's why it's number 1 in the listing because, wow. But it is good. And I think that would also be good to take with you on a road trip. Easy. Keto, you can make a meal out of this. Pork rinds and the dip, I would call it a girl meal. But that and maybe some like charcuterie meats. And there you go. That's an easy road trip meal. You could pull over like at a Love's or a picnic table somewhere and just have that and your refuel for the rest of the drive. You know what I'm saying? So eat this. I've got 5 minutes left until I need to leave, so I'm going to eat quickly. Look at our Delilah rolling on her back here, y'all. What are you doing, girl? She's been like rolling around here on the couch, y'all. Are you gonna do it anymore, Delilah? Are you done? Delilah? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? There we go. Oh, that's better. What you doing? Are you a happy girl?
Every time you grab the camera, she stops like she knows.
Uh-huh. It's like, oh no, I can't be caught playing around on camera.
Like anytime we just want to just take a picture of her, she even runs and hides. She's so shy.
You done, Delilah? As soon as I turn this off, y'all, she'll probably do it again. All right, we got one thing packed or put together. So this is the back seat for the dog. So I have a Highlander, and this is the cover I got. I was thinking of getting the other cover I saw, and one of you sent me a link to a really good one where it would go straight across here. But you see, like, Heath and I are at different spots. So I don't know how well it would have worked. And then this space would have been, like, covered. And I know sometimes the dogs like to take turns and sit on the floorboard. So this is what we have. We've had this, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. And it works well. It, like, you can have this where you can strap something with it. I don't know. And then it goes around the chair backs, and then it has a place where it sticks into the seat. And then see, you can fix this if you need to, like button it up. There we go. And then got a seat, and that covers, and then it goes straight across, because right here is usually like a little drink holder. But yeah, so works pretty well for the dogs. And then you see they have like a little step stool, which that helps Delilah, but sometimes she still needs Dad's assistance getting in. But at least that helps, you know, with it preventing it from getting dirty and preventing the dog's nails from going into it. My lunch before we leave. I am at work today. He did take off and he's making some progress. Anyhow, for my lunch, I have one of the sausage we need to eat, the rest of the cheese fries, and then 2 of the spicy guac cups. And yeah, and then I'm also finishing up one of my favorite kombuchas. I'm going to finish this off. There's just a little bit in here. I'm going to finish that, try to get everything else wrapped up, and then once I leave today, we're going to pack and try to get out of here early in the morning, y'all. So, Monday night, it is already 6:45. We have about an hour before, we start going to bed.
See, I got a cough too. What the heck?
So, Heath decided today he had to go to HEB, and he was like, you know what? Let's just do something we could cook easy while we're doing everything else. We could just throw it in the air fryer, and then it doesn't create any more dishes. So that's why I've got the plasticware here. But this is a Meal Simple, a low-carb one. This is a salmon with a sauce on it, and then some basically squash, and we added jalapeno. And then on the side here, we have a brisket queso. And then plus I'm having a water, and that's our dinner tonight. Y'all, so we're finally having dinner. I know I didn't record that much, and that's because I wanted to spend all my time I could with Laura and her husband Rick. So tonight we are now in Memphis, and we're at One Barbecue, and we start with their sausage and cheese platter. That looks so good. Sausage, cheese, pickles, pepperoncinis, and then they delivered. Don't mind the bread, right? But I got chicken drummies, and coleslaw, and these are sweet potato fries, and then they've got their different seasonings, and one's a habanero, so that's what I'm going to put on my wings, and that is dinner. I am so tired, I might not get the Warden Report out tomorrow, y'all. Alright, y'all, here is some hotel breakfast. So, they didn't have any sausage, and when I went down there, the bacon was basically out. So I just got me, these are just little cheese omelets. Of course, I added jalapenos, salsa, and some sriracha. Look, I thought this was nice. They have Daisy sour cream. And here are my coffee bombs. So there's just MCT, basically butter, and then vanilla and cinnamon extract. So I just take this down, I plop it in a cup, and then pour my coffee over it. And then when I got back upstairs, what I did was use my frother, kind of mix it in, and then in a second cup I added heavy cream, and I frothed that up, so I'll pour that in my coffee. And then finally, I have just a couple of these little guac cups and Redmond's real salt. We always travel with that. So, yeah, this will be a decent breakfast. Dinner back home, starting with a side salad instead of rice or beans. And then here's the little side dish. And then we've got beef fajitas and jalapeno sausage. Of course, jalapenos and onions and tomatoes. Ignore that, they just always put that on there. And then ahead of time we ordered some queso and pork rinds, and then that's some lime butter, y'all. Welcome home. This kind of, I don't know if it's our lunch or early dinner or OMAD, but that's basically what it is, y'all. Well, what a last couple of weeks. I know I missed the Warden Report last week, and it's very late today. I apologize. Wow. I feel like the last 2 weeks have been crazy. That's probably mostly my fault because we left on a Tuesday. Like, Shelly, you should have known by the time you would get to the hotel that night that you would be in no shape to put out a video. And then when we got back Monday, technically it was Tuesday because it was 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. Tuesday. Yesterday, y'all, I was out of it. I did end up calling in today. I mean, my manager kept saying I wasn't coming back till Thursday, so anyways, I called in today, and I did get some good rest, finally, I feel like, and I'm feeling a bit better today, but man, I think I was just so stressed out. Basically, Sunday morning on, excuse me. So I think I just like stressed myself out, exhausted from constantly going. I mean, we had days that we were driving for 15 to 16 hours, and we are too old. We are too old for this. And so on the way home Monday, we were really like, we talked almost the whole time, which if you've been with us, he usually takes a nap a couple times, but no, on that Monday, he was really good. He just talked to me the whole time, and we're just like, yeah, we can't do these long road trips anymore, y'all. It just like exhausted me. So anyway, we're going to talk a lot more on it on our travel blog for this, and I'm sorry we didn't even put any of those out. I think we really overextended ourselves because we were going sometimes from 4:30 in the morning, and then by the time we got to the hotel and everything, it'd be 10, 11 o'clock at night, and we just did not have the energy or the time to put out vlogs while we were on the trip. It was just, it was too much. Like, duh, should have taken longer. So anyways, we are home now, and I am going to work on this and try to get this out tonight. We also have another video we're getting out, so we'll be doing those. And so sorry, y'all. It's not even a whole lot because Some of it I recorded, I'm saving for our road trip vlogs. And oh my gosh, it just, it's too much, y'all. So I apologize. This isn't a whole lot on here. I want to say though, even though the trip was very exhausting, we had a really great time seeing everyone. Those that we saw outside of Columbus was awesome. I'm so glad we got to meet so many of y'all in person finally, right? That all this time, we'll see you, especially our channel members, we'll see you on the monthly cook along, which is always nice. And then others, we've seen in the lives, like 22Q Cat, but never in person. And we finally got to meet in person and give hugs and get to talk to you for a little bit and get to know y'all. So it was so great. Again, getting to see, we made stops for Laura and her husband Rick. Then Teresa. Hey, Teresa. And then 22Q Cat Lynn. Hey. And let's see, my co-workers, they're probably not watching this. And finally, Patty. So thank y'all so very much. It was so awesome being able to meet all of you. And then all of those in Columbus. It was just great. Like, I really feel like, originally I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to go see my job, the headquarters and stuff at Columbus. I don't know when I would have had time. Like, truly, every minute seemed like it was booked with being with the Horde, which is awesome. Awesome. Like, that is the best. And it was just so much fun getting to have that. I wished it was longer, and I wished we could have had more time, especially those that we had to stop in between. I wished we could have had more time together. It's just a shame. Everything's just so, like, ugh, so rushed. So I'm sorry about that. But at least we finally got to meet in person. Now I know, some people we have met before, but I feel like it's always great to be able to meet and in some cases have some actual one-on-one. And like some people I met on the low carb cruise or at KPL before, but those are such big events that it's kind of like, oh, hi, great, nice to meet you, and then you're kind of going. And so this, when we got to stop and meet people and share a meal with them or share some time with them, you really got to have more one-on-one and really get to know each other. And I just feel like we gained friends on this road trip. So thank y'all so much for everything. And I'm so sorry about last week and this week. Have a wonderful time. Stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. We love y'all so much. Bye.